Beautiful morning, my dear children. Welcome back to social class. So, children, we have already completed 6 chapters in history, and now we are going to start a new chapter in geography. And the name of the chapter is Industries. Now, shall we start our lesson? So, to begin with the lesson, first we have to understand two terms. What is manufacturing and what is an industry? So, what is manufacturing? The converting or the process of raw materials converting into finished products is called manufacturing. Okay, for example, the processing of raw materials into finished products such as cotton into cloth, sugarcane into sugar, and wood pulp into paper, and mineral oil into petrochemicals is called manufacturing. And this process is done using machines and suitable technology. And any economic activity which is associated with the production of goods is called an industry. And extraction of minerals, production of goods, and the provision of services are called industries. And thus we have a variety of industries like textiles, mining, and tourism, etc. And the Industrial Revolution started in Great Britain in the 18th century and later spread to the Western Europe. So it resulted in the growth and development of the modern factories. And this revolution established a new relationship between the human beings, machines, and natural resources. So why there is a need for industries in the world? So next we are going to discuss about the need for industries in today's world. So what are the factors first which influence these industries in today's digital world? Yes, transport, workplace, education, communication and media, sports and gaming. So, the need for industries in the world is due to the following reasons. What are they? So, industries are the basis of the development in general and the economic development in particular. So, it provides us all the materials needed for agriculture industry like agrochemicals, fertilizers, and many more things. And it reduces the dependence of people on agricultural income, and it reduces unemployment and poverty. And when an industries are set up in the backward areas, it what reduces regional disparities. That is, all people are treated equal and each one gets a job. And export of manufactured goods brings more foreign exchange than export of raw materials. And it brings prosperity as a low cost raw material and it is converted into high cost finished goods. And it helps to improve the standard of living finally. So next we are going to discuss about the types of industries. So industries can be classified into several groups. So they can be classified on the basis of their size, the raw materials and ownership. So the size of an industry depends upon the amount of the capital invested, the number of laborers employed and the amount of goods produced. So on the basis of size, they are three types of industries. What are they? Yes, we have cottage industries, small scale and large scale industries. And on the basis of raw materials, we have agro based industries, mineral based industries, pastoral based industries, and marine based industries and forest based industries. And on the basis of ownership, we have private sector, public sector, joint sector, cooperative sector, and the multinational corporations. Okay, and during the Zoom class, we can see about each in detail. So now we just understand the subtopics. Now let's see the factors relating to the establishment of an industry. So industries are located only at such places where raw materials are easily available and goods can be easily sold at the lowest possible cost. And such locations are selected after much deliberation. And many geographical, historical, economic, human and political factors influence the choice of the industrial locations. And now let's discuss about some of these points. So first one is availability of large areas of level land and regular and assured supply of raw materials, cheap and adequate power supply, adequate supply of skilled laborers at reasonable wages, an efficient network of transport at reasonable rates, and nearness to the market for quick sale of manufactured goods. And some industries such as paper need large quantity of water, and thus those industries are usually located near rivers, canals or lakes. and the availability of capital from banks and the government. And the last one is about the government policies. So these all are the main factors which is related to the establishment of an industry. So next we are going to discuss about the important industries of the world. So iron steel, cotton textile, information technology, sugar industry, shipbuilding, fishing and automobile manufacturing are some of the important industries of the world. So now let's discuss one by one. So the first one is iron and steel industry. So it has played a major role in the growth and development of modern civilization. So it is a heavy industry as it uses bulky raw materials such as iron ore and coal in large quantities, and its finished products are also heavy. And USA has a number of steel producing regions like Alabama, Pittsburgh, Lake Erie region and the Mid-Atlantic states. And in Europe, UK, Germany, Sweden, France, Italy, Poland, Belgium, and Austria have well developed iron and steel industries. And in Asia, China, Japan, and India have developed this industry to a great extent. So the next one is the cotton textile industry. So cotton cloth was made on handlooms before the industrial revolution began. So the rapid development of the cotton textile industry since the industrial revolution was due to a series of inventions such as the flying shuttle, carding machine, spinning mule and the power loom in England in the later half of the 18th century. So from Great Britain, the techniques of textile spinning, weaving, dyeing, printing and finishing spread to the other parts of Europe, USA, China, India, Japan, and then to the rest of the world. And cotton textiles are mainly manufactured in USA, China, India, Russia, UK, Japan, Brazil, and Italy. And the first modern cotton textile mill in India was established in Mumbai 1854. And at present, most of the cotton textile mills are located in Maharashtra, Gujarat, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, and Uttar Pradesh. And Mumbai is the largest cotton textile manufacturing center and is called as the Cottonopolis of India. Yes, the next topic is information technology. So, IT is the science which uses software and computers to manage information. So, it is used to process, protect, secure, store, receive, and retrieve information. And the computer machine is called as a hardware. Very good, you already know. And while the programs used in a computer are called as software. So the IT industry is one of the fastest growing service industries in the world, and the industry mainly deals with the storage, processing and the distribution of information. And the Santa Clara country in the state of California in USA is the leading IT center of the world. It's a very important point, and it is known as the Silicon Valley. Okay, and South Korea, Japan and China also have IT industries, and in India, Bengaluru is the largest center of the IT industry, and thus it is known as the Silicon Valley of India. So other centers are Hyderabad, Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi, Noida, Gurugram, Pune and Kolkata. Yes, the next one is sugar industry. Sugar cane and sugar beet are the main raw materials for the sugar industry, and the sugar mills are located in the sugar cane and the sugar beet producing areas. And sugar cane is cultivated in the tropical and the subtropical regions. And Cuba, Brazil, India, Indonesia, and Kenya produce sugar from sugar cane. And sugar beet is cultivated in the temperate regions in Russia, France, USA, Germany, and China. And in India, sugar mills are located in Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Haryana, Punjab, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. So the next one is about the shipbuilding industry. So the construction of ships and other vessels such as yachts and cruise liners is called shipbuilding, and is usually carried out in harbors which have huge spaces. And the place in a harbor where ships are constructed is called as a shipyard, right? And the development of iron and steel industry and the availability of skilled labor since the Second World War have led to the growth of this shipbuilding industry. And at present, China has the world's largest shipbuilding industry. And other countries with large shipbuilding industries are Japan, South Korea, India, Germany, France, Netherlands, Sweden, Ukraine, USA, and Brazil. And at present, there are four main centers of shipbuilding in India, and they are located at Visakhapatnam, Kolkata, Kochi, and Mumbai. So next one is fishing. So fishing industry is of two types, marine and inland. So marine fishing is more important than inland fishing. So, although fishing is done along coastlines, but most of the commercial fishing grounds of the world are located in the cool, shallow waters of the temperate region in the northern hemisphere. And the major fishing grounds in the world are located in the northwest Atlantic, northeast Atlantic, northwest Pacific, and northeast Pacific. Okay, so in India, marine fishing is done in the states located along the coast, and inland fishing or catching fish from rivers, canals, lakes, and ponds is popular in Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Assam, and Himachal Pradesh. So, what is marine fishing? Fishing in the sea or the coast. And what is inland fishing? Fishing or catching fish from rivers, canals, lakes, and other water sources is called as inland fishing. So the next one is automobile industry. So the industry which designs, develops, manufactures, markets and sells motor vehicles is called automobile industry. And automobiles include trucks, buses, cars, two-wheeled, three-wheeled and other four-wheeled vehicles. And the automobile industry in USA is the largest in the world. In Japan, Germany, France and South Korea are the other countries that have well-developed automobile industry. And in India, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Haryana, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, Delhi, Gujarat and West Bengal have developed centers for the automobile industry. And the Maruti Suzuki India Limited is the biggest car manufacturing company in India. So next one, what is industrial pollution? So industries discharge their waste into the environment in the form of gas, liquid and solid to cause air, water, soil and noise pollution. And the pollution caused by industries is called industrial pollution. So it degrades the natural environment and affects the health of the living organisms. So some of the highly polluting industries are cement, iron and steel, oil refinery, paper, sugar, textiles and thermal power plants. So what are the causes of this industrial pollution? Yes, industries pollute the environment when the factories manufacture goods. So, the activities such as the burning of coal, oil, refining, smelting of iron, and use of chemicals in factories release pollutants in the air. So, some major pollutants that are released into the air are carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide, sulfur dioxide, lead oxide, and particulate matter such as dust, smoke, and fumes. All these pollutants cause air pollution. So, recently, when we watch news, we also get many incidents such as people will be choked and they will be breathing difficulty will be there for them and many have lost their lives near the nuclear power stations and so on, isn't it? Next, dumping of hazardous waste containing lead, mercury and arsenic into water bodies, discharge of radioactive waste from nuclear plants and oil spills from offshore oil fields cause water pollution. Next, dumping of solid industrial waste such as fly ash from thermal power plants and the metallic waste and slag from the metal industries on land cause soil pollution. And heavy machines operating in factories cause noise pollution. So they all lead to the industrial pollution. So how can we prevent industrial pollution? So, how can we prevent industrial pollution? So, some preventive measures that can be adopted to control industrial pollution are the industrial waste should be properly treated in waste treatment plants before they are discharged, and more trees should be planted as trees reduce dust, smoke, and other pollutants from the air. And the government should take strict actions against those industries which discharge high amount of pollutants into the environment, and then the level prescribed by the central or the state pollution control boards. So children, let's make our environment clean, green and beautiful. Okay. So complete your classwork neatly with legible handwriting and learn your daily lessons. Okay. Thank you children. Have a great day.